for the love of all that is holy. Okay, this is not a good way to start the night. Okay, phew. Go again. Okay, alright. Dear Lord, please, please, please! Let this work! Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna jump in. I'm not even gonna dilly-dally anymore. No more dilly-dallying. Here we go.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorial. Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good.
All aboard!
Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Nancy. Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
Okay, since this is my first option to really say hey to everybody, hello. Good evening. I hate that I'm streaming at the same time as a few other people, but I haven't been able to stream in like 2 weeks, and I've been really itching. So My goal is just to play tonight as long as I can until I'm exhausted and or just bored out of my mind, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I appreciate you guys coming in, stopping in. So this is game number 13 of the series, Last Train to Blooming Canyon. As you've probably already figured, we're just going to hang out tonight, so...
How well do you know her?
I don't really know her, I just know of her. The only reason I accepted her invitation was because I've come across the name Jake Hurley several times in my research, and this seemed like a good opportunity to learn more about him. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst, Nancy. Come here.
Excuse me for a second.
So... Yeah, Garrett, how have you been? I haven't seen you around in a while, so I hope you've been doing okay.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Yeah, I would probably find it terrifying, but they seem like very nice people. What is this? What the flip is this? Let me get rid of that. Yeah, my bad. Nancy Drew overdose. That sounds about right, CJ. I watched your stream last night, by the way. And I tried to watch Purple Pippo's stream. I had saw, after I got off work, that she had streamed a little bit of The Phantom of Venice. And I tried to watch it, but then it was, like, missing from her past broadcasts. So I don't know if she deleted it or what.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Nancy Drew overdose. There is no cure, but
Sadie Crawford.
we don't want one. We don't want a cure. Sadie Crawford has 2 left feet. Where's my notebook? I think I have that written down, but let me make sure. I do. Sadie Crawford, 2 left feet. I guess we could talk to them.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. If I can finish this entire game tonight, I am probably going to stream Danger by Design tomorrow. Just throwing that out there, kind of a tentative thing, so you guys can kind of have it in the back of your brains.
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Lori was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
B wasn't that excited about the pumpkin? I think it's fantastic!
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Lori is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Lori scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
Okay, hang on. Comments. CJ, it's slightly deja vu, but it's okay. Why isn't Hugh streaming? Is he okay? And he is a huge part of the fam. Wonderful pun. Love it. You know what? Everybody always agrees with Frank, so...
I kind of agree with you.
You've got to be kidding.
You've got to be kidding. So they just say you've got to be kidding, depending on which the other one says it.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later. Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Oh! Sorry, guys.
A square and a duck. It looks like this thing opens up. But how?
Let's jump off the moving
The door
train.
goes outside. Opening it now would not be a
Is
good
this a
idea.
second chance? Maybe he just hates us and running away and wants a 2-week head start so Oxel can't track him down as easy. Probably. Oh, so I can't? This is not a second chance that I can
Looks
do?
like some sort of steam valve.
Should I? Okay, let's second. Well, yeah, let's do it. You should, CJ.
That doesn't look good.
It's fine, Nancy. It's fine. Relax. Oh.
Oops.
I may stream till midnight or later. I don't have to do anything tomorrow really until tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night, so I may stream late tonight. Alright, let's turn that off. Okay.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But Lori may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to ride.
Alright, so he was unhelpful.
What have you got?
do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
See you soon.
You better.
See you soon. Did I look in here? I don't think so. Flippy fins! Freshly canned salmon. Fresh from a hand from the deep. Wholesome. Satisfying. Salmon. Fancy sockeye. J.R. Ruffy and Sons. Owners. Bellingham, Washington. Salmon canners for a very, very long time. I'm so sorry, guys. I did watch B's stream from last night or whenever. I tried to watch everybody's streams that I missed.
Yes?
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
You are, but I'm quite used to disturbances. You see, I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Boulet, who died about a year after they were married.
That's so nice of me and Oxel. What, watching B's stream? Or watching your stream? Or watching streams? I'm confused.
When did he buy this train?
Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west. So he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Where did he meet Camille?
I don't know that. The circumstances surrounding her passing are a bit of a mystery, too. All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location
Quite unknown.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
no doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
When this game first came out,
I should get going.
That would be nice.
this is my sister's favorite game of the entire series. My mom and my sister and I, we have a tradition that every time a Nancy Drew game comes out, we buy it and we play it the first time through together. So even if that takes us a few weeks, especially as we're, you know, me and my sister are both adults now, and our schedules are all different, but we always try to play it. But this is my sister's favorite game in the series, and I remember that we played it like 6 or 7 times, almost one after the other. We would just finish it and start it again. So a lot of this dialogue I have really memorized.
Another gemstone.
Not on that side. First puzzle. Okay. I think that one is this here. Is this one? Whoops. Your sister has good taste in Nancy Drew games. I mean, my mom and I and my sister, we love them. We really do. They're so fun. And it's a cool thing for us to do together. Dang it. Yeah, I heard your little rants. So, what do I have wrong? Oh, these are swapped. I made a fancy, well, make is a relative term.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
My mom always texts me when I tell her that I'm going to stream, and she's like, how many people do you have? It's so cute. I can't remember really what I was saying. Alright. What was I saying? I don't really remember. I know it had something to do with my mom and my sister.
This must have been the sleeping car.
Me no like Tino. You know, like Tino. I think all the characters are okay in this game. Fatima is the best. Fatima is the best one. Fatima is my fave. Okay, ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one 2-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, yawning Alice replied, till Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. I don't want to know what the 2-part word is. It seems slightly inappropriate. I'm not even going to try to guess. Let's go down the other side of the hallway now. Nah. Maybe later.
need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what,
Oh.
10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
I remember what I was gonna say. I took like a wallpaper, like a desktop wallpaper for this game, and I threw it in Photoshop and added some words so that I could have like a break screen. Because I realized that whenever I have to like go get a snack or take a quick break, that a lot of times I just leave it sitting here, and that might be boring, especially like staring off into my bedroom, and I'm not here to talk to you. But that's what I was gonna say. Is so now I have like a intro/break screen, which will be cool. My ass threw you off. CJ. Why do you have to gym the team? We don't. We don't. It can be ambiguous.
Hey, come on over here.
Ugh!
Hi, you're that
People
Nancy
interrupting
person.
me.
How you doing? John Gray.
Yeah, yes. Yes, what, Garrett?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
Then I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Lori's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Lori's whereabouts.
Do you really think that a moving train can be haunted?
Sure. A train is basically nothing but a living space on wheels. And just like a house or a hotel, its walls can capture and hold energy, however infinitesimal, whatever its source. You see, what to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
Yes. Okay, Garrett, you're confusing me. So I don't know what you mean. I'm slightly conflicted about John Gray's like character design. Number one, I stinking love his hair. I think it's great, but he's wearing a turtleneck. He's wearing a turtleneck like it's 1993, which is the year I was born in. And yes.
That's a little hard to swallow.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Lori's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Go ahead, CJ, make the reference. We'll see if anybody gets it.
You don't think Tino Balducci will be able to track her down?
I doubt it. In fact, I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
What's your opinion of Charlena Purcell?
Charlena Purcell writes
Righteous.
romance novels. End of comment.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Nancy encourages people to gossip. Gossip is not cool. The Little Book of Samplers.
Samplers.
Surely there was no greater joy for the 19th century woman, young or old, than to bring a piece of linen to life with needlepoint, requiring only needle, thread, care, and imagination. The word sampler comes from the Latin word exemplum, which means example, that which serves as a model. The best samplers not only allow their creators to recall what particular... The best samplers not only allow their creators to recall what particular embroidery stitches look like when executed properly, but also demonstrate to the world their mastery of an important womanly skill. Indeed, many a gentleman's head has been turned, and many a marriage fortified by a well-crafted sampler. Is that true? You guys, do you guys dig a lady with some needlepoint skills? It is acceptable in these modern times for samplers to take many forms. One classic is the long and narrow band sampler, which features bands of flowery border designs as well as rows of numbers and the alphabet. Another classic is the spot sampler, a delightful display of randomly placed images or motifs. Whoops, there's another page. Most motifs are naturalistic objects that have specific meanings in the language of samplers. Here is a list of common motifs and their meanings. La 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 la. Nowadays, most samplers are colorful variations on the two classic styles and are largely decorative in nature. Houses, schools, and churches take center stage in some. In others, mottos, verses, and important dates are featured. There is an alarming trend among some sampler makers to use only one stitch, the simple and rather plain cross stitch. It behooves these women to remember that nothing catches the eye like variety, nor holds the heart like a multi-talented seamstress. No, I'm not going to stop the train. I may pull the emergency brake or later if I'm feeling adventurous, but my
Sickly
opinion.
Sarah caught a germ so new it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
I'm not what I would consider a feminist by any means. I mean, I'm not in any way a woman hater. I mean, I'm a woman, but you know, I think our differences should be celebrated, but not to get political. But I do think everybody, male and female, should know how to sew a button on. Like restitch a seam, like simple stuff like that, like, you know, so whatever. But let's play some Camptown races, yo.
This looks like some sort of game.
Oh, dang it.
Shoot!
Try again. Bum 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 bum. The people in the stands are the best part, but I can't watch them because I'm concentrating.
I did it!
Yas. I bet it is, Garrett. I bet you can sew a mean sampler. Camptown races. I have to turn this way. Sewing wounds.
If I had some
It is
music, I
true.
could play a tune.
Sutures are just skin sewing. That sounds really disgusting. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Don't do that, please. Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums.
It
You can
happens,
play that
CJ.
thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, it happens, CJ. Don't sweat it. I appreciate that you're supporting both me and B at the same time.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Krollmeister, thank you for giving the doll we call Teddy Eberhardt a home. So, no description though on that one. I already got Sickly Sarah, the two different eyes, and I've got the two from the sleeping car.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Yep.
Thomasina O'Neill.
So Thomasina O'Neill has missing hair. Right, I got that written. I never remember what notes I've written and what I don't. Like, for instance, I'm playing slowly through Waverly Academy with my best friend Holland right now, and I have absolutely no notes written in my notebook about that game, so we're having to make the notes as we go.
It's locked.
Oh yeah, I can't do this yet. I knitted a little bit when I was like in late middle school. Like, I made some scarves for people, and then nobody ever wore them, so I never knitted
I
again.
wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. I need something that will turn the bolts.
Okay.
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship
Hello,
between those symbols and those
Gina?
numbers.
Gina, is that what you'd like me to call you? Welcome, by the way. I'm always happy to have new people. The other person streaming Nancy Drew right now is Sensitive Stoic. He goes by B a lot, or just Sensitive Stoic. He's streaming the Shattered Medallion right now. I didn't know I didn't know he was going to be streaming tonight. So I accidentally am overlapping him, but he was the original indie streamer, so I will give him props for that. I've only been doing this since like April. But so there's not a war. I mean, I watch B's streams. I would be watching his right now if I wasn't streaming, but Team Budkey. Oh, thanks, Garrett. But yeah, there's no competition here or anything. You know, I'm not trying to like, you know, like steal his thunder or his time. I've just been really itching to stream. It's been a long time since I've been able to, so I'm doing that tonight since I have the time. All right, so here's Awful Ursula. She's got some red hair, and we've got the sampler here. So obviously, so one of the cars here has an owl and the cherries, so that would be like 7 and 10. Oh, your name is Angela, so I'll call you Angela if that's what you like. You love them both? You love me and B? Is that what you're saying, CJ? If so, I feel really happy. If that's not what you're referring to, then oh well.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? What do you think she has it called?
What do you think Lori Gerard is wearing?
Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Lori Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll fail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
So I do like that we all just call each other by our first initials. So like I'm V, Oxel is O, CJ is just CJ because that's easy enough. Lachlan is L, Brandon is B. We've got Angela now who's A. We have Herpel Pippo, which we're calling H. You know, Garrett is G. I love it. It's great.
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
Have you guys ever seen The Prestige? I watched it this afternoon for the very first time, and now in this conversation with Bess and George, I keep thinking of, well, maybe she pulled something like from The Prestige.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Why can anybody believe that?
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Oh, okay, so I also play Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, I've been so busy since it came out that I'm only on like level 6 or 7. But I am Team Instinct. Which one did you pick, A? Also, can somebody tell me what team that B picked? Because I heard him, I know he talked about it in his last stream that I rewatched, but I don't remember him ever saying what team he's on. So if somebody could find out for me what team he's on, because I would like to know.
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
That's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
High five! Me and A. Team Instinct. Go. Thank you, CJ, by the way.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in Camille's train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Say what? He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
I do think this game is very, very conversation heavy, which I don't necessarily mind, but I almost feel like the conversations severely outweigh the puzzles, so that sort of bothers me sometimes.
Hey, Nancy, right?
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't? Amateur detective, huh? You never thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
Well, I don't know. Do you like what you do?
I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Tell me about them.
Tell me about them.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
Which bluff do we call out? Rear-ended or the plastic knife? I'm gonna do plastic knife.
I heard all they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
So I know why Oxel likes Tino, because he is salty. And yeah, Garrett, your name is G because you are such a G. He wasn't nice, he was a G, okay? Obviously.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped, she could have been tossed off the train, she could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Okay.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Did you find out yet, CJ, what team for Pokemon Go that B is on? I guess I could always just, like, whisper at him, but...
Do you think it had anything to do with Lori's disappearance?
Nah. Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
See, my chat, I keep it on my phone. Well, I'm, like, watching myself, basically, my own channel, and I keep it, like, leaned up against my computer screen, so I basically can see it as it's happening.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
You don't like her?
I can't stand those sappy books she writes. And seeing as I said as much during an interview on national TV once, it's a pretty safe bet she doesn't like me.
Have you talked to John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Not a problem.
I do love B's reading voice, though. Like, I read the stuff in the game, too, but he just, like, he's got, like, such this, like, soothing, like, bedtime story kind of voice.
Wonder what Jake used this for.
Emmy, I appreciate your funny remark, but if you could just try to keep it family friendly, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Another gemstone.
I think that Tino Balducci's other cameo, though, I don't want to talk too much about it for the people who may not have played the game, but I think it kind of makes him seem even bigger of a jerk, so I don't really like the other game that they put him in. Did the voice actor quit? Oh, I don't know. They use like the same like 3 voice actors for like the entire series, so. Camille with Hagar Anderson.
Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Chantilly Hildegard.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. And what does AG mean?
Nancy, you are standing, literally standing next to the periodic table of elements, okay? So obviously, silver. What is going on here? Okay, gemstones. Gemstones include any number of crystalline rocks which, when cut and polished, can be used as jewelry. Their commercial value usually depends on how rare they are, although beauty is certainly a factor as well. Because gemstones are more often than not found by accident, it behooves miners, prospectors, and even farmers to be able to recognize them, for the earth holds many natural treasures, but only for those who know what to look for. Quartz is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth. Crystalline quartz is a composite of 6-sided prisms which have grown together in a process called twinning. Sometimes the crystals grow at right angles to each other, but more frequently 2 crystals grow from a common prism face. Several crystals grow into each other so that the corner of one penetrates the face of another. Amethyst, my birthstone, is crystalline quartz that is lilac to deep purple in color. The deeper the color, the more valuable it is. Citrine is a form of quartz that is a rich golden color, is closely related to amethyst. In fact, if amethyst is heated to 550 degrees centigrade, it becomes citrine, for the heat eliminates the impurity that causes its purple coloration. I didn't know that. That's cool. Tiger's eye is a fibrous type of crystalline quartz in which thin yellowish and reddish-brown bands are apparent when light reflects off its polished surface. Diamond is pure carbon and is formed deep in the mantle of the Earth where extreme temperatures more than 1,000 degrees centigrade and extreme pressure 50,000 times greater than on the Earth's surface make its crystal extremely compact and strongly bonded, hence diamond's well-known hardness. Due to their hardness, low-quality diamonds have many industrial uses, such as for grinding wheels and drill bits. What? Magma brings diamond crystals to the Earth's surface along with other rocks from the mantle. These kimberlite pipes often contain olivine, or peridot. Peridot? I don't know what the proper way to say that is. Garnet and zircon, as well as diamond. When gem hunters spot any of the indicator minerals pictured below, they would do well to search the surrounding area for diamond crystals. Tourmaline comes in so many colors that it probably has at one time or another been confused with all the other stones in this book. However, tourmaline crystals are deeply and distinctively striated, grooved, prismatic, and triangular in cross-section. The most common color is black, but some tourmaline crystals are multicolored, such as watermelon tourmaline, which is pink on the inside and green on the outside. Beryl is a very diverse mineral with several gemstone varieties. Common beryl is an opaque, milky green, while its rare gem varieties are transparent. All varieties form long, hexagonal, prismatic crystals, which are similar to tourmaline crystals, but lack tourmaline's characteristic striations. Aquamarine is the blue-green, let me start over. Aquamarine is the blue-green to deep blue variety of beryl. While most gemstones form relatively small crystals, aquamarine has been known to form crystals weighing more than 100 pounds, although such specimens are rare. Plus 100 respect for actually reading this whole thing. I just flipped through till Nancy says something. Oh, well, I think it's interesting, and so, you know. Emerald is a deep green variety of beryl which gets its color from trace amounts of chromium. Emerald gemstones tend to contain extraneous matter. Indeed, the source of a stone can sometimes be pinpointed by examining its impurities or inclusions. He's mystic! Ah! B is mystic. That's okay, that's okay. I mean, it's just friendly competition in Pokemon Go. It's not a competition in streaming, so I want to be clear. Anyway, garnet. It's a relatively common gemstone because garnets often appear in their host rocks as almost perfectly faceted crystals, they have attracted human attention for centuries. Unlike other gemstones, garnet forms relatively spherical crystals that are generally reddish in color and look somewhat like pomegranate seeds. Pyrope garnet crystals are deep red. They form in the Earth's mantle and are brought to the Earth's surface in much the same way as diamond crystals. Therefore, finding pyrope increases the likelihood but doesn't guarantee that diamond can be found in the vicinity. Peridot, I'm going to hope that's right, it could be peridot, is the most well-known form of olivine. Its bright apple-green crystals are thick and vertically striated with wedge-shaped terminations and an oily luster. Most peridot is found amid basaltic rocks which have been brought to the Earth's surface by lava. I'm probably mispronouncing everything and I apologize. It's peridot? Okay, thanks, eh? Corundum, or aluminum oxide, is second in hardness only to diamond and is a component of the black magnetic rock known as emery and has been mined and used for thousands of years as an abrasive. Its crystals are commonly six-sided and barrel-shaped with tapering ends and are, when pure, colorless. Rubies are one of the two gem varieties of corundum. Rubies are deep red and are formed when chromium substitutes for aluminum as corundum crystallizes. Whew! Sapphires include all the other color variations of gem corundum and may be pink, yellow, green, blue, or colorless, depending on which transitional elements such as iron and titanium influence the crystallization process. However, cornflower blue sapphires are by far the most sought after. Zircon, that is gemstone quality, rivals diamond in its beauty and brilliance, though not in hardness. Zircon crystals are typically prismatic, with pyramidal ends? What does that say? Pyramidal ends? And are usually found as single specimens. They may be suspended in rock, or because they are dense and durable, small grain-like crystals are often found in beach placer deposits. Natural gemstones are usually reddish-brown, but when subjected to heat, they turn yellow, colorless, or blue. Okay, that's it, right? That's the whole thing? So my birthstone is amethyst, because I was born in February. And I actually really like my birthstone. I think it's pretty. Do you guys like your own birthstones?
J.H.
What are they, by the way?
For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Yeah. So I want to say it right, obviously, if it's peridot or peridot, but I don't know. A told me it's peridot, so we're gonna go with that. Oh, let's do this while we're here. What is your birthstone, CJ? There's a Pokemon Go gym at my church, so before service everyone's trying to capture the gym, and the kid's ministry leader at the church most of the time, so he just takes it back. There's a gym at my church too, which is actually pretty funny. The bad thing is that we have a Boy Scout troop and everything that meets at our church, and they were these creepy men that were walking around the church property while the Boy Scouts were in, doing their meeting, and so it was a little bit scary to have this these creepy men walking around while there was a whole bunch of kids on property. That obviously won't go that way. Okay, well, thank you, CJ, for the research. My dog is barking downstairs. I don't know if you guys can hear her.
There, all done.
Okay. In a few minutes, I may take a quick break just to go get a snack.
Another gemstone.
CJ, what is your... Oh, diamond must be your birthstone. So that means that you were born in April. Am I right?
Eliza Sandberger.
Received of Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73, one Kohlmeister doll with decorative red ribbon on the 16th day of June 1880. those.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think.
Could be so upset about something that befell a doll, but I accidentally knocked the one Camille calls Naughty Tina off the shelf and literally, I'm afraid, fractured its tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst into tears at the sight of the crack which now traverses Naughty Tina's face, tears which continued unabated for hours. I told her I'd order her another as soon as we reached Copper Gorge. CJ must be watching B. That's fine. I feel like this part of the series is kind of when the animations, like, graphically started to get really smooth. Smoother, at least. You know what? I haven't checked this the entire game. Let's do that.
I'm done with that. Finish that.
Talk to Tino.
Finish that. I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Check. Still have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that. I'm done with that. Check. Still have to do that. Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that yet.
Okay. Let's keep looking around.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 folders. But I have no idea which one goes where. This is where a gemstone goes.
Thank you.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
I feel like this game is kind of short, so doing it all tonight probably isn't going to be a problem.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
You guys still here? Did I scare you off with my music? My walk off the earth? No? Still got people watching. Cool. These puzzles. These puzzles! 3, 6. Oh, that's okay, A. 3, 6, 1, 2. Whoa. 3, 6, 1, 2, 5. 3, 6, 1, 2, 7. 3, 6, 1, 2, 8. 4. 3, 6, 1, 2, 8, 5. 4. 3, 6, 1, 2, 8, 5. 7. 4. Yes, 9.
Lori?
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy. Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
So it was just all for show?
Well, not entirely. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
Guys, my best friend's here. My best friend, Holland. She's here. She's here. Say hey. Holland might stream with me tomorrow.
Why do you need a train to find out what happened to him?
Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
That's cool, CJ. You guys can do all the swearing on B's stream, and then you guys can be good over on mine.
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
Okay.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
It's like, you know, the whole, like, on each shoulder, like in movies, you've got, like, the little angel on one and the little, like, devil on the other. I'm just, like, the angel for all of you guys. So you guys do good things when you're with me. Because that's how it goes.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Those Harvey guys.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
Pip is here! Hey, Pip! Welcome, welcome. I think this is your first stream of mine. So as you can see, I'm definitely not a boy like you thought I was. I'm a girl. A girl. I like being a girl. So, welcome!
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really, really like to do is write romance novels.
Oh.
Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
Well,
Guess
probably
I
because
better
you
get
suck.
to work.
I'll be waiting.
I don't know if you can create a good paragraph.
Okay.
Locked, naturally. I wonder how you open it. I wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
But everything's locked.
Looks like a
Oh,
dance
hello.
floor, maybe?
My sister is coming in my room. She has laundry. Do you want to say hi to the people? I'm playing your favorite game. Hi people, this is my sister. I'm playing your favorite game. You sure you don't want to play with me?
I would, but me and Mom are watching, like, The Impractical Jokers,
Okay.
and I'm just
That's
having
fine.
a good time.
People are saying hi.
Hi.
This is my sister Sarah. So,
How old do you think I am?
oh, thank you, A. You guys are so pretty, she said. And Ashley Arnold is here. She says hi.
What's up, Ashley?
So, she... Oh, welcome back, Garrett. This is my sister. I was just introducing her. So, my younger sister that everybody thinks is my older sister. But, anyway, if you and Mom are watching Impractical Jokers, I don't want to take you away.
Well, Holland, you know what?
Holland, you suck.
You know what? I thought about staying, but because of that,
You suck a billion.
I suck a billion. What do I suck a billion at? Living?
Broseph says you have a great taste in Nancy Drew games. Do you sign autographs? Garrett, his name is Garrett.
Yes, I do. And actually, you can go like follow me on Snapchat. No, not on Snapchat. On Instagram, sbudkey, and you can see that I was on, Vice Principals, which is that new HBO TV show. And there's like a picture, and I circled where I am, and you see me, and it's me. I'm famous. So.
We did work on that show. Me and her and our mom actually worked the whole 6 months on Vice Principals. So if you guys start watching that on HBO, you'll probably spot us a lot in the background. Let's see. Now I'm getting confused. Holland says I love that show. She's probably talking about Impractical Jokers.
Oh, okay.
Holland says, no, you look like you're a billion years old. Because you said guess
oh,
not
I
you
thought
suck a billion.
I didn't get the billion years old part. I thought she was saying I looked like I was a billion pounds
Garrett
or
wants
something.
you to sign my neck, please.
Okay.
She said okay. All right, cool. You are famous. Me and my mom watch that show all the time. Now we're not even talking about Nancy Drew anymore.
So which show are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about the new show or the Impractical Jokers? Because this is my first time watching it, and I'm like,
really?
What's going on? Yes, it's my first time watching it.
Impractical Jokers is pretty good. Yeah, but I think they're talking about Impractical Jokers. I don't think anybody's talking about...
Everyone watched the new TV show on
Vice
HBO.
Principals.
And if you don't have HBO, I am sorry.
How much security do you have? Me. That's basically Sarah's
no,
security.
Tori's a 90-pound white girl. I don't need her. I have an attack dog. She's overweight.
Everybody's like, what? Impractical Jokers is the best show ever. You're so late to the game.
No, I'm an attack dog. She's turning 11 in next month, and she's overweight. So I think that she could intimidate some people. So,
yeah. So Garrett says, I'm sure having 10 million fans must be tough.
It's so tough, Garrett.
Okay, Miranda sings.
I can't.
Okay.
Who's Miranda sings?
Holland says, okay, Miranda sings.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm not Miranda sings. I'm just a girl who's famous.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Okay, bye guys. Bye, Sarah. Sarah will stream again with me sometime, right? Right? Eventually you'll stream again with me? Play with me again?
Maybe.
Okay. Alright. Back to the game. That was my sister, y'all. So, she's pretty cool most days. Down to one stream. Is B done for the night? What are you oh my goshing about, Holland? So there's a 20-second delay between what's really happening in real life and when you guys see it and then you comment. So sometimes I'm like way past that point. So what are you oh my goshing about, Holland? I don't know what to do with this right now. The steps. We're gonna just back out of this. Ashley saw my dog. She's really friendly and very stupid, and she likes being a brat. She really knows how to be a brat, so...
I can use this to open that grate I saw in Camille's...
Hi, Brandon! I don't think you've ever watched any of my streams. Welcome! I'm so sorry that I was, overlapping your stream. I haven't streamed in so long I was itching to, and then I felt really bad when you went live, right as I was going live. So I'm sorry. Oh yeah, my sister does a very good Miranda Sings. Okay. Oh wait, I have to read this. Okay, let's read this.
3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado.
Oh, she's just gonna read it.
Dear
Okay.
Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mind before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands, but with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. But to
Whoa,
retrieve his
what the
name,
heck?
you'll have to
Whoops.
give the dolls
I
an
skipped
order.
that.
This will
Whoops.
require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name
So don't
of their
click
maker,
anything.
and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she
Sorry, I
has 4
skipped
words
a
for you.
whole section.
Words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her, and heard her, and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
I'm still a little unclear about this whole Steve thing, but I'm just going to let you guys have it because that's fine. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy that there's so many people that I like hanging out on my stream. This is the best ever. Let's go back and read the part that we skipped. Okay, first you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country to towns which can be difficult to find. To Calico, Silverado, and Central City. To Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly. No, that's okay. It's okay, B. It's totally fine. You can hijack all you want. It's cool. I just love that all you guys are hanging out. Like, it's really making my night. Okay, let's do this with the cities. So, Calico. Calico. I am talking about you, Ashley. Of course, you're included in the people that I like. My sister even made a quick appearance, so hey. Silverado. I have like a callus on my hand that is bothering me. Sorry. Silverado. Can you please let your mom know you have 14 viewers now? It might make her day. I usually have pretty quiet streams, B, so I'm actually really surprised that I have all of this going on right now. But thank you, A, for saying that. That's really sweet of you. Yeah, but yes, Garrett, I will let my mom know I have 14 viewers. She always texts me. B, I was saying earlier that, for those of you who might missed it, my mom, every time I tell her I'm going to be streaming, she'll always text me, like, as I'm starting to stream, and she'll just be like, how many viewers did you get tonight, baby? And I'm like, oh, you're so cute, Mom. Okay. Yeah, people you haven't met. Oh, thanks, B. The host would be great, and, you know, I would be happy to host you back next time you stream. So, but thank you for that. Okay, where was I? I did Silverado, so now Central City. Central City. Yay for V's mom. I'm gonna have to, like, have her rewatch this stream later, because we're, like, talking about her so much, she's gonna feel so, like, happy. I told Mom, I was like, Mom, you know, since you play Nancy Drew with me too and you like it, that you should stream a game with me. And she was like, I don't know. Like, she got, like, really, like, the idea, like, made her really, like, she gave her some stage fright, so. Dodge City, then Virginia City. Virginia City. I'm really gonna have to be on better behavior. Yeah, I mean, you guys know my rules. Just, you know, keep it family friendly. I don't care if you guys, you know, make jokes and stuff, but, you know, family friendly, please. Tombstone. Alright, so we've got, the code word is Nervstaba.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All
Thank you.
that's left is a jumble
Thank you,
of
B.
letters.
I appreciate that very much. I'll make sure to host you back in the future if I can figure out how to do it.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
I'm gonna throw this in here while I'm standing here. Oh, wow! Zippy's here! Wow! All these people! Oh my gosh! Can you put... G says that your famous movie star daughter has 14 views. She will be confused but happy, I promise you. Oh, that sucks. Wow. There's so much going on. I'm very happy, but yeah. Thank you guys. Goodness. Now he's X. Okay, let me put in Nervstaba or whatever this is. N V R nerve ver zt. T B. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with the chat as well as normal because there's so much chat happening.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Okay. Alright. Okay, let me check this back. Let me go through this. Found Lori. Did that. Okay, wait. I'm starting to kind of put things together. Is Steve, like, B's alter ego? Like his salty version? Like salty B is Steve? Like there's two faces to sensitive stoic and you've got salty stoic, which is Steve. Am I figuring this out? Am I right? When I became a superstar. Oh, Zippy's so confused. I'm sorry, Zippy. I really don't know what's happening either.
Can't check that off yet.
I'm trying to figure out the Steve thing. I don't think I will.
Still
It's
have
fine.
to do that.
I'm not losing any sleep over it. Okay, can't do the piano. Got the bolt thing. The bolt opener. Oh yeah, I can go back and do that because I have that. Slugs. Pickaxe. Square and duck. Yes, we already did
Can't
this.
check that off yet.
We already did that. Collect all the items. Read the letter.
Check.
Yes.
Finish that.
Okay. If Hugh comes to the stream. Yeah, I sometimes, especially when Oxel is in the stream, usually things just like happen and I just have to like let this chat go and it's fine. It's fun, but okay. Let's what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's grab some gemstones. I know there's one in here. Mother Oxel. Okay, so silver. Okay, we have orange, blue, green, red, purple, and yellow.
Wilson carbide and acetylene works.
Now she's not going to read the letter. Okay. September 7th, 1879. Dear Jake, I have sent you 2 lamps which you should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber, then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jet of gas which results. As you'll see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. Would that you or I had invented it. In your last letter, you sounded quite despondent, old chum. I suppose this is understandable in view of your failure to strike it rich, but I am living proof of how quickly misfortune can turn into good fortune. Little did I suspect, 5 years ago, that my attempt to produce aluminum would instead produce calcium carbide, or that calcium carbide, when placed in water, would release acetylene. Acetylene? Yet, suddenly, I was the surprised but happy owner of the patent for an inexpensive way of manufacturing an extremely flammable gas. Just as I became wealthy when I sold that patent, I have no doubt that you two will someday be handsomely
friend, Thomas Wilson,
rewarded for your efforts. Continue to keep me apprised of your adventures, dear friend, and never ever give up. May the lamps I send you soon light your way to the gold you seek. Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
Okay, we'll keep this. Oh, Sensitive Stoic is now hosting you. Thanks! Okay. Let me go find some gemstones. I'm just going to make it all the way to the front of the car and then work my way back. Because I feel like I haven't been up there since the beginning of the game. So let me just go all the way up to the front.
What's that?
Is Oxel engaged? Oh. I know about Oxel from
Nancy.
Facebook.
What's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose. And as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori.
Obtuse.
You got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her.
Show her what?
That old picture we found.
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, so is Herpel still here? Is Pip? Pip, are you still there? So Pip, oh no, it says she's not watching anymore. Pip was trying to figure out, she was creating a Nancy Drew like, family tree. Like, see how we all fit in there, but she was still wanting to meet some people, so...
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
Alright, so let's find that.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her.
First, if I know that you follow me on Twitter. I think I may have followed you back, I don't remember.
Talk to you later.
You know where to find us.
Alright. Let's find that secret button that she was telling us about. Here we go.
So, Lori pushed that button, slid the shelves open further, squeezed through, and disappeared. Very clever.
How many? There's 6. 6 gems. Okay, so I have 1. Here's 2. Let's talk to
Yes.
everybody.
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
Right, Ashley? I mean, I should just take direct fashion lessons from Charlene and Purcell, because that turtleneck sweater and that ponytail with the scrunchie, dang girl, you looking so fine.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
I should get going.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. See, look at her hair. She doesn't even have that much hair. Okay, moving on. Let's find some more gems. Gem. Sucker. Okay. Oh, I can do this while I'm here. Oh, wait, this isn't the one that I can do. I don't have the password. CJ is behind. Yes, I like the feel of this game. This game actually has made me want to travel by train, and even like splurge to get like a little sleeping, room, which I know they're probably more crowded than they seem, but I think it would be fun.
What's up?
Awkward pink flower.
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
You were looking at my Twitter or at G's Twitter, CJ?
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resultant voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
Whatever it's called, it was unnerving to say the least.
Take it from me, old Mother Nature is capable of some pretty scary stuff.
Old Mother Nature? Old Mother Oxel?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I would love to travel by train, even if it is dumpy. I still want to do it to like say that I've done it.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
Oh my goodness, it's already almost 11 o'clock. Dang.
No offense, but I don't believe you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I'll let you get
I'm going
back
to try to
work.
pick up the speed a little
Talking
bit.
to you.
I don't want to be going too late into the night, but I do want to try to do this in one go. Yeah, we're not known for our exceptional public transportation. True that. There's no gems in here, I don't think. Moving on.
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look.
Stream all night, pull in an all-nighter. CJ agrees. Holland knows me very well. It's past my bedtime, Granny. I mean, actually, probably a few of you know that about me because I always whip out on your streams at 1 a.m. Get rid of the Granny! What? Jerk. Just kidding. Granny just trying to have a good time. That's right, kiddos.
Well, it's the little lady detective.
Youngins.
What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
It turns out that slug wasn't so worthless after all.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori in a sweat. But I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley in his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, you know, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
I'll tell you this, I will stream as long as I can. I'm pretty awake right now, so it'll probably be for a little while. And Holland is right, I'm actually immortal, so I just need to sleep to continue to look so young. So.
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
So we can expect your live stream of Toontown and Club Penguin after the indie series we can make. No!
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in that diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tina will know I'm onto something.
Oh, sorry, B. Holland is my, like, in real life best friend.
Just wanted to get a good
so
look at it, that's all.
she streamed Deception Island with me, and she's probably going to stream Danger by Design with me tomorrow if I can get through this game tonight, but there's the introduction for you guys. And Holland, Sensitive Stoic, is B, and I watch a lot of his streams. I may have mentioned him to you before.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, you know, brown.
They're very brown. Your eyes, they're so brown.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
It's been great talking to you.
Don't mention
it. Holland's not quite ready to be submerged in the pond. Just jump in. Come on. So, I think he has to be gone. Where's the one? Oh, it's back in this car. Yeah, hey, that would be fun.
Tool I saw in the caboose.
We're all over the world.
Used to unscrew these bolts.
We are all over the world, that's for sure. Yeah, if you join the cult, you get a single letter name. So, yeah, I'm V, we got B, we got CJ, we got A, we got O, we got H, we got L, we got RJ. Who else we got? Hugh is just 3 letters, so that's pretty easy anyway. But, so I don't know which one Holland should be. Maybe she could be P for her last name. She could be P. Holland could be P for her last name. Alright, let's do this puzzle. Oh, what am I doing? I just screwed that up. That one was already aligned. I just go in a circle until they're all good. Yeah, I know CJ is too, but that's already his name, so there's not too much need to abbreviate. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's get aligned. Come on, little guys. Let's go. I'm probably just screwing this up further. I need a... But, okay, so we have A for Angela. So, what should Ashley's letter be? I don't know. You could just be like... Omega. Or Alpha. Yeah, be Alpha. V did mention O. That is, I did. B, still gotta figure out who you are. Frosif is G for Garrett. So, wow, there's so much chatting. No, Garrett is already G. Double G. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. There's so much happening. There's so much happening. Yeah, but G... Garrett is already G, so if you want to be double G, that's fine. Or you could just be... I don't know. It's so hard. We have too many. Okay, back to this. There we go.
More pipes to connect.
Oh, dang. Okay. I think greens are individual, and then blues are all blues. And I think that's how that goes, so I'm just going to keep it like that. Yes. Okay. Oh, wait.
Here we go.
There we go. We'll figure something out for you, Ashley. We'll figure something out. Yeah, you could be AG. Chat has exploded. This is what happens when you become famous. Well, that's very kind of you to say, but I don't know if I would consider myself famous. Twitch famous. Well, maybe there's got to be a third person with double letters, CJ. Don't be so like hoity-toity. She could be Y for Ashley. What am I doing? I keep forgetting. I'm getting so distracted by chat. Oh yeah, the dance step pattern.
I'm done. Check. Still have to do that.
This.
Check.
You appear once in HBO. Those were long days.
Yet. Still have to do
I know you're joking, G. That's
I'm done
fine.
with that.
Is there so hot in your house? Is it hot in my house? It is hot in my house, hence the fan. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and on average, we've been averaging 100 degrees Fahrenheit every single day for like the past month. So it has been quite hot,
Still
and
have to
so
do that.
because it's so hot outside, it gets a little hot inside too. You may be joking, but it's still true.
I'm done with check.
I'm not a
Check that off
diva.
yet.
You love Charleston, A? Have you been here before?
Haven't
Charleston's
done that yet. Haven't done that yet.
I always say Charleston is God's favorite city, and
Haven't
it's just
done that
because I
yet.
love it so much. But we really are from all over the place. I mean, you have Lachlan, he's all the way in Australia, and, you know, we've got a few people from Canada, and we're just, like, scattered all about. Is she mad with power in real life? Now everybody's just going to ask Holland about how I am in real life, when everything that I'm basically, like, you guys are seeing me in real life, and I'm being myself. At least I try very much to just be myself. Charleston's your family's favorite vacation spot. That's awesome. I do not make you walk 6 steps behind you and behind me in public. You're lying. Don't lie to the internet. Sandy. Oh, you guys are making me laugh. Okay. Let's do choose. I'm so sorry if I'm not responding to everything in the chat. It's just because you guys are chatting, which is great. I want you guys to chat and have fun amongst yourselves too. I feel like if I get to play the game, you guys should have fun, you know, have all the fun that you can have. So I'm sorry if I don't get to respond to everything in the chat. There's just so much happening. Whoop.
Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
That's awesome, guys. Summer adventures in Miami Beach. That's funny. Fun, not funny. Ashley's lying. Why are you backing up Holland's lie?
What did the engineer say?
He said the train could have derailed.
No.
He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Does she pick fights a lot? She seems thug. Oh my gosh, I'm like a 95-pound skinny white girl. I'm the farthest from a thug. Oh my gosh, you guys.
There's no way Lori could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
Hardies are love. Hardies are
What
lie.
did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Welcome, Heartless, by the way.
Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
You guys are making me laugh so hard. Like, all the different conversations going on right now, but they're so hilarious. I'm going back to do shoes. I'm her only hood friend. Oh gosh. You guys are making me laugh so hard. This is a great night. Thank you guys for a great night already. We're just getting, well, technically we're not just getting started, but let's talk to Lori and then we'll do shoes.
Yes? Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
Stop, Brandon. The script for Shattered Medallion, you mean disjointed and sometimes you're like, what is happening? Ma board. Yes, I also know Ashley in real life. So she goes to the same church that I do. So we met, we hang out. So she's a cool one. She's a cool one.
How do you know?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
This is one of my favorite lines in this entire game right now.
She is dead, you know.
Well, duh. That's why I know it's her. What's more, your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
Are you gonna have to grease something in the train? No, I don't think so. I'll do basically every other thing in the train.
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
Ashley, if you grew up in the hood, you should be able to fight your own battles. I believe in you.
So it's true?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Colin just used the term boo. I have never heard you say that word in real life, and we've been friends for a pretty long
Guess I
time.
better get to work.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, Tori is the least thug person you know. That is for real, for real. Heartless Shroom needs a letter. S for Shroom. I don't think we have an S yet. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay, step 1. I wonder if I can do this at a time. Like, back up. Step 1. Oh, dang it, I can't. Okay. Let me jot this down real quick. You don't know me? I do know you. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean about the boo thing? I guess you're just full of surprises. Okay, 1. 2. There's 2 steps. 3, draw over here. 4, 5 is this way. 6 goes down 2. 7 comes down. 8 comes down. And the same foot goes over 9 and 10. Okay. Just did some really messy notes on that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, man, the... Ah, creepy! Oh my gosh, there's so much happening. Too pretty to fight now. Shrooms. Sounds like you're an alien, grinning like a fool. You're too fab, Ashley. Afraid of confusing S and Steve. No gangster. Is shroom the same as mushroom? Yes, Zippy. I got my good teeth. I can't be playing around. My laughter cannot be contained. Ashley, you're killing me. Really gotta be careful. We're going into late night mode now. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Don't hold back, y'all. Don't hold back. I am the sleepiest person in real life. There we go. There's a gem. So, I'm basically a koala, so I may get there too with you guys. Salt looks perf on you.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
Alright, we got this, though. But we don't know the order, actually. They look... Okay, the dolls look creepy, very creepy. Like, backed away. They all look really angry to me. They look much nicer when you pick them up. I have no chill. Yeah, koala. You haven't seen me in my salty suit. Oh, hurry back, Garrett. Be safe. Well, can I call? Okay, cool. I thought I couldn't call if I was in the same room as somebody, but...
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
I need the dolls.
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
I need to also steal this. Hello.
Whose were they?
They belong to Jake's wife, Camille. Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean,
Well,
they
how am
never
I
had
gonna
a
do
child
this?
of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something that wouldn't hurt you.
Oh, I forgot
Time for a little
that one. Sorry.
imagination. You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself. No, you've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month. I was just kidding about your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very, very wonderful. That's more like it.
We talk forever.
If I told you that I needed a
Hello,
hand, what would
Beast.
you say?
I'd say it's about time. I'd say fire away.
I did laundry earlier, and Mom put in a load, I think, after me of her stuff. And I guess I had dollar bills in my pocket, and she brought them to me. So, you did... Oh, she didn't, like, come on camera. She just came up behind the computer and handed me the cash that she found in the dryer. From my shorts. Okay, okay. I don't need any of this. That's not the stove.
Never mind. Bye.
Dumb Mom. I'm gonna try this again. I may have missed it about the dolls. I need their helps.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to
Adds to
find
the
his gold
confusion.
mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was.
I think I'm
so he
missing
filled the letter
something.
with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when you lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
And just confused. L is Lachlan. His username is Sunny Was Here. He's also another Nancy Drew streamer. He lives in Australia, and he's only 16, so he's still in school. So he is 14 hours ahead of us. So if it's 11:15 right now, then that means it's 1:15 p.m. On Thursday for Lachlan.
Catch you
I'm
later.
missing something about these
Remember,
shoes.
when in doubt, call.
Let me see. Oh, okay, looking inside Camille's dancing shoes. What? Oh, maybe I need to take... Oh.
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is.
Okay.
Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Now, that was the trigger.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint. Probably because Beth has gotten more on me than she has on the wall. Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone and we'll get right on it.
Oh, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
Yeah. College Graduate Club. We have 13 letters left. Thank you, CJ, for going through all of that to find out exactly what we've got. Holland should have just stayed over tonight. We could have streamed. Yeah, you're right. We could have.
I better go.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
You don't want to come back, do you? I'm just kidding. My mom's already in bed. I don't want to, like, or she's going to bed. I don't want to be like, hey, Mom, Holland's coming over. Okay. Let's take a picture of the shoes. Send. Send. I just study important things like biometrics, Steve, Nancy Drew, and CJ's pumpkin. I don't think I'm officially P yet. I don't feel like you've... This is your initiation, yo. That, like A said. You've already streamed with me once. Like, if that's not initiation, I don't know what is. You've played over half the Nancy Drew series. I think that's grounds enough for initiation. Okay.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command. But hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chatillon. Chaussette Chatouyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chatillons. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
I do have that written down. Okay. Yeah, every single game in the series. I have as well. I think a lot of us have.
When in doubt, call.
I'm doing very similar. I'm doing what B is doing, so sorry for copying you, even though I started way later in the game. I'm playing through them chronologically. So I started with Secrets Can Kill, and I am on game 13 now, so still got a long way to go, but it'll be okay. Okay, now let's do the dolls. Yeah, just do it again, B. Okay, so CH. I'm looking through all my doll names. Chantilly Hildegard had a ruffled skirt, so I think I think this is Chantilly, and she's already in the right place. Okay, AU. Awful Ursula. She has red hair. She looks awful from far away. She looks very angry and scary from far away. Okay, SS. Sickly Sarah has 2 different colored eyes. Which one was that? Not her. No, not her. $400 of my life playing as Nancy Drew. 400 hours well spent, thank you. Oh, here's Sickly Sarah. Okay. E.T. Edna the Terrible. She was mean. Who looks mean? Do you look mean? Are you mean? Are you mean? I don't know who's mean. Which one's the mean kid? Obviously not the boys, and I know not the one. Star Wars games. 1,500. Wow. I've probably spent that or more on Pokemon, to be honest, B, so don't feel too bad. When I'm done with Nancy Drew, I'm going to move on to Pokemon. I'm going to do some Pokemon series. Or some other Nintendo series. I haven't really decided yet. I'm going to just move on to other Nintendo stuff that I like. Okay, I don't know who is the mean girl, so I'm going to leave her. I'm going to skip to 5. 5 is T.E. Teddy Eberhart. There's 2 boys. According to the picture, Hagar was the one with the suspenders, so this must be Teddy. Okay, 6, S, and then C, SC. Sadie Crawford has 2 left feet. That must be her. So that's 6. 7 is H.A. So Hagar Anderson. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 8 is T.O. Thomasine O'Neill has the missing hair. 9. Y.A. Yawning Alice. Obviously, that one's me. That one's my doll. 10 is N.T. Naughty Tina with the broken head. 11 is Eliza Sandberger. Oh, she has the red ribbon. So this one must be... So Mama must be... The one who says Mama must be Edna the Terrible. Alright guys, I like the chat, but remember, keep it family friendly! Thanks! I'm gonna have to end up setting one of you guys as a mod. And we've had that conversation before. Okay. We've got 2 more. And that weird paper. 2 more slugs. Okay. CJ really wants me to pick him. If I pick you, CJ, as my mod, how will I know you shall not abuse your power? Or be nice about enforcing my few rules? How will I know? 'Cause you seem a little power hungry, bro.
This is where Jake's pickaxe goes.
Oh, hey, I was talking about picking a mod, a moderator. Lachlan would be the best mod. Yeah, he would probably be a pretty good mod. Or like Holland, since she knows me in real life and she would know, like, you know, how I would want it done, but... Oh, snap. B, how dare you. Can't be trusted. You guys. I may or may not pick a mod. I don't feel like I'm big enough to need a mod. I accidentally made Oxel a mod. That was one heart-rending moment. I loved it. C Diva. Oh, shush. V. Oh, CJ, now you're making me feel bad. Maybe I could have, like, multiple mods and, like, shift them out. Like, this week it's your turn to be mod, and then the next week will be this person's turn to mod. Oh, Blackberry Pie. Then CJ made me think I might need a mod tonight. Yeah, I appreciate it. I almost have the whole alphabet here. This is probably one of the biggest streams I've ever done, so I am
Still
quite
have to do
excited.
that. Finish that.
So I have to talk to people about the emergency brake.
Finish that.
Did that.
Check.
I don't really think I can do much else until I get to
Still have
the
to do that.
Copper Gorge.
Haven't done that yet. Still have to do that. Haven't done that yet.
Let's try to open up the square and the duck. So square is 4 and the duck is 1. I wrote that down earlier. So let me see if I can make this work. Four. Okay, now I need to add 1 more to make it 1. Yas. Oh, wait, what? It got rid of that one?
There
we
With
go.
any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Okay, I wonder if I can do it from my phone. Hang on one second. I'm just going to try something. Holland, if you're still watching, I'm just going to see if it'll let me just like make somebody a mod from here. I don't think it will. Maybe. Maybe it will. Okay. I think I did! Okay, cool. So now I know how to do it. Okay, well, I just made Holland a mod, so she's a mod for the rest of the night, or as long as she stays. And then next stream, maybe I'll make somebody else a mod if you're feeling nice. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the stove. That was one heart-rending moment. This is a heart-rending moment. Here we're having it. Don't be offended, CJ. We can still have some blackberry pie together. It'll be fine. Still all the hearts, all the loves. Don't get sad, please. Please don't get sad. Yes, letter.
James Thurston.
I hereby agree to pay James Thurston the sum of $9 a week plus room and board in return for his services as the engineer of my train. Jake Hurley. That was kind of irrelevant. Please tell me.
Nancy, you missed it.
Here we go.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good
What
idea to find
happened?
out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of chat. Everybody started chatting again. I'm back. Luigi. Wait. What? Who? We has a mod. I got a sword. Oh no, power hungry. Oh no. I was afraid of pee before, but now. Oh snap, a mod has been released. Okay guys, just behave yourselves, it'll be fine. Holland, don't go crazy, you know, don't go like banning everybody back and forth, and it'll be okay. You're a very nice and awesome person, so please don't hit me with the ban hammer. I choose you. Oh yes, Brandon, I heard that you are playing Pokemon Go. I also heard your team Mystic, and I am on Instinct, but that's okay, because we can still have friendly competition. But so when can we go to Copper Gorge?
Back already?
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well,
No, you don't want to be banned.
nothing.
Good.
I'm not gonna
good.
ban you.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
See you in a bit.
Aw,
Sounds good.
Gee, you're on Valor. We're all just on different teams. You did, CJ, because you're the best. And I tell you what, CJ, I'm making this decision right now, so you can hold me to it. I'm announcing it to the internet. The next stream that I stream, that Holland is not here for, you can be the mod. And you can enforce my rules as long as you promise to enforce them kindly. Okay? Deal? Do we got a deal?
More questions?
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
So much hearts and so much salt. What a touching moment.
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier
Yeah.
today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
That's true, CJ. If me and P stream tomorrow, which we probably will, as long as P doesn't get called into work, which is a possibility because she works at an ER. But if that, if you're there for that, if you don't have to work, then you can mod that. How's that? Salty hearts. Hearty salts. Hearty salts.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously
Thanks for
don't want
bringing
to
me
tell
all
me
my
your side
clothes.
of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never
Why are you being
received
creepy?
compensation for
My
it.
sister's
She's
being
reading the
creepy.
book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
My sister's being really creepy. Okay. Wow, I keep missing everything. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be cray.
And that's what you were arguing about?
Yes.
Who dat?
Now, legally, she can't prove it.
That was my
And
sister.
I'm certainly not
Again.
about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
Holland is texting me and being in my chat. Aw, are you gonna leave me? Well, I appreciate you coming to stop by and seeing my stream. It's been great to have you. I hope you come back, and I will definitely be watching your stream that I missed. I watched the one that you did. Was it Monday night or last night? I did watch that this morning, so I'll be sure to catch that if you're heading out. We need a mom Budkey stream before it's over. Just don't read the chat. What are you talking about? Don't read the chat when. Bye, B. Thank you again. I hope you have a good night. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Just take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller. Although I highly doubt it.
Okay, sorry. Alright.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never
My
returns.
word is 11:30.
Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
What about his wife, Camille, dying on the train like that?
That does make the story a little more interesting. She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
How do you think Jake's engineer wound up dead on the train in the middle of nowhere?
My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a
There's
heart
so
attack
much
along the
talking.
way. After which, the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
What is happening with my mouse?
Do you have
There
a
we go.
theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
8:30
Well, I know
here.
it
You
wasn't
got all
me.
night.
I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
You must be on the West Coast.
Have you run across many haunted train stories in the course of your research?
A few, but most train-bound ghosts that I've come across seem to have better things to do than sit around pulling emergency brakes.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
All right, then.
Alright, I'm going to try to pick this up.
Hey, how's it going?
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
Yas! We're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there. Really work those letters, CJ. Work them. Work that ponytail. Oh, wait. Is it... Work that updo. I don't remember the exact reference. Now I feel like an idiot. Hashtag nocturnal. I'm going to stay in the train for a sec. Go do all of the things that we could not do. Hardy's not there? Nope. Okay. She doesn't leave. Run, 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 run. I'm occasionally getting this weird, like, gosh, dude, leave. Okay, obviously I have to go out. You know too much. Where is Salad, guys? Where's Salad? Salad has been missing for like 3 weeks. Where is he? Is he okay? I hope so. I've never seen Doctor Who either.
Hey there! Welcome to Buell's Old Time Taffy House. Come on over here. Welcome, stranger. Listen, you by any chance get here on that private train what's parked out yonder?
As a matter of fact, yes I did.
There's a rumor going around that Charlena Purcell's on board. Is that true?
As a matter of fact, yes it is.
Hot dang if that don't beat all. I've read every single book that gal's ever written. Best writer whatever lived. Did she get off the train too?
I don't think so. She's pretty busy.
Charlena Purcell herself right here in Copper Gorge, breathing the same air as me. Hot dang! Well, welcome, little missy. Go on in and take a gander at what life was like during the heyday of Copper Gorge whilst you sample some of our delicious homemade saltwater taffy.
Favorite character in the whole game, Fatima. Yes! Love her. She's great.
Sample? As in free sample?
Some daffy on a stick will cost you 2 tokens, which you can get by winning both those games over there.
Are they hard?
Danged if I know. Come to think of it, I've never played them.
Danged if I
Get me
know.
off track here, missy. Back to the matter is, they're free. Unless you go messing with the artifacts I got in here. Do that, and you'll be head first in the nearest snowdrift before you know what hit you.
Are you Buell?
Do I sound like a Buell to you?
Sorry, the costume kinda, you know, threw me off.
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing this thing. Buell was my great-great-uncle. This building used to be his general store. During the glory days back in the 1880s, he commenced a pawnbroker, so the miners Copper Gorge was crawling with back then could raise some cash to pay for grub and tools and such. But pretty soon, the mining boom went bust. And there was Uncle Buell, stuck with a whole store full of junk. Only it wasn't junk to him. Debris from lost lives and broken dreams, what he called it. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it. So, passed it on to his kin. My great-granddaddy's the one who come up with the idea of turning the place into a tourist attraction.
Alright, so Fatima's the best. You're right, CJ. I totally forgot about Fatima when we were going through, like, trying to find out if we agreed on favorite characters for each game. But yes, Fatima is the best character in this game. This is my favorite portion of this game.
Do you by any chance have any of Jake Hurley's things in here?
Jake who?
Hurley. He was a miner. I think he may have left a lamp and a pickaxe with your great-great-uncle.
Never heard of him. Of course, that don't mean his stuff's not here. Just means you're just gonna have to look around and see for yourself. But remember, Susie Q, don't touch.
Pleasure talking to you.
Ditto, little missy.
Have you guys ever seen Salad Fingers? Please say yes.
Looks like to get some taffy on a stick, I'm going to need 2 different tokens.
Alright, let's play some games! Let me put my chips away. I'm about halfway through, maybe a little more than halfway. Because once I get done here, I'm pretty much at the end of the game. Once I get everything here and then apply it in the... Clickety, 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 clickety. Salad Fingers is amazing. Go watch it. There's no strategy I'm implying. I'm not applying any strategy to this game. I'm just going to hope I win. There we go. Yes! First time. Yes! First time. Watch the second game take me 6 years. Okay. Pick a horse, pick a horse! I'm gonna go with green because green is best. Come on, green, let's go green, let's go green, let's go green, yes! Come on, green, no! Green! It's random every time.
Loser.
Nancy. I'm gonna pick green again because green is my fave. Green. Oh, you're right. Yellow for Team Instinct. Okay, okay. I've got other from your funny bone. I've got some votes. Red and then yellow. Well, it doesn't matter because I just won. Well, okay. I wonder if I can play again. Yeah, I'll play red for Holland, and then I'll play yellow for A. No, don't be depressing, G. Come on. And green wins again. Alright, we'll try yellow. You guys. And now red wins. Oh well. How about you grace us with some puns? I bet you got some great puns, G. Let's hear some.
This looks just like the insignia I saw on the train. I'll bet this was Jake's trunk.
Oh.
If this was his trunk, maybe the pickaxe and lamp that I needed inside.
You're right, guys. Black horses matter. You are 100% correct.
You ain't touching anything over there, are
Nope.
you, missy?
Oops, I'd better go ask permission before I mess with this.
My middle name is Grace. Oh, hey, because I said grace us. Alright, let's get some taffy. Put one of these suckers in. One of these suckers in. Okay, why did the chicken cross the road? He didn't. Oh. Okay.
You still here?
Do you know what's in that old trunk over there?
Why? You ain't been
Ooh,
fooling with it,
have
Oh,
you?
no, of course not. No, I just thought it might contain the lamp and pickaxe that I asked you about before.
Well, if it does, you can forget about him, 'cause it's locked. None of my kin have ever been able to figure out how to open it. Not even my cousin Alvin.
And he went to junior college.
So it's never been opened?
Not since whoever owned it left it here.
I'd really like to see what's inside it.
Well, now, I certainly ain't gonna let you break it open if that's what you're getting at.
Oh no, I would never use force, believe me. But in order to try to get it open, I would have to, you know, touch it.
Nope, sorry, not gonna happen, little missy. Unless...
Unless...
Tell you what, you get Charlene Purcell to come in here so's I can shake her hand, and I'll let you fiddle with that trunk till
Till
the
the cows come home.
You know what? I've got a better idea.
Now, what could be better than me coming face to face with the lady who writes the finest literature this here country's ever seen?
Well, that's just it. If you were to just meet her, you'd have nothing to show for it. Afterwards, she'd go her way and you go yours, and that would be it. But if you were to, say, get her autograph, well, then you'd have something to hang on the wall and brag about.
Okay, make it so's I can meet her and get her autograph.
Oh, but the thing is, she's on a deadline, and if you take her away from her writing, she may fall behind.
I'm
If she
sorry,
falls behind,
G.
The publisher may pull the plug, and if her publisher pulls the plug, it could ruin her career. Do you really want to risk ruining Charlene Purcell's career?
Good heavens, of course not. All right, you just get me Charlene's autograph, and you
This
got
is
it.
the best. Listen,
Just make
just
sure
listen,
she uses
guys.
my name. I want it real personal-like.
You bet. And your name is...
Fatima, with an F. None of that weirdo PH stuff.
Okay, Fatima. I'll be right back.
None of that weirdo PH stuff. Alright. Turbo mode. We're going in turbo mode. Stand up together. Yes. Okay. Turbo.
More questions?
I met a huge fan of yours in town who'd really, really like your autograph. An autographed picture would be even better.
Imagine that. Me having fans way out here in the boonies. Well, I'm sure I have a picture around here somewhere. But what I don't have is a pen. Usually I just ask my assistant for one.
I have a pencil here somewhere.
A pencil won't do, dear. It has to be ink. See if you can borrow a pen from somebody.
Okay. This is like the string of like tasks and puzzles now. This is this part of the game. Oh, excuse me, I just got hiccups. Is this guy gone? Oh, of course not. I hate you, Charlene.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mind.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in Pandora in the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
You don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Nada.
Do you by any chance have a pen I could borrow?
Why, I'm surprised at you. Don't you know that every detective should carry a pen?
Actually, I carry a pencil.
Well, as it happens, I got lots of pens. I'll tell you what, if you can play that Leaping Lizards game I found over there and do better than I did when I played it, which shouldn't be that hard seeing as how smart you are, I'll give you a pen. What do you say?
Alright, here we go.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, the object of the game is to get rid of as many lizards as you can by jumping them with other lizards until you can't jump anymore.
Okay.
Last time I played, I wound up with just
here we go.
5 lizards. If you can wind up with
Leaping
only
lizards.
4, the pen's yours.
Okay, here we go. Let's try. I'm gonna attempt to not suck miserably at this. Because I'm pretty awful. I'm trying to keep a strategy together. So, like, if I try to keep them as close as possible. Dang it, no. No, put that back. Oh, dang it. I think I've already screwed this up. What is happening? Seth on tour. Okay, hang on. I think I may have already screwed this up. Maybe I can save it. Hang on. Yep, I think I can. Maybe not. Oh, because I just screwed this up. Okay. How many do I have to have left?
I did it!
Okay,
I
cool.
won!
Cool.
Luck. Here's your pen.
I like both their biscuits and their cornbread.
What else can I do for you?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
I'm a detective. You know how it is.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her
Salty!
because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling her.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Why get thinner when you can eat more dinner? Oh, CJ just wrote us a book, so reading voice. I went to Cracker Barrel in February to eat breakfast at 11:30 or something, and they gave us a lunch menu. So I was so disappointed, but ordered lunch. Then the people next to us ordered breakfast, and I was intensely disappointed. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, CJ, because they serve breakfast all day. Okay, I got the pen, right? See? Oh wait, I need to give this to Charlena.
Have you found a pen so I can autograph that picture?
I got it from Tino. You can keep it. If you could have it say, to Fatima,
After
that'd
mid.
be great.
There you go.
Yeah, Frost, if you had tweeted the other day, or you had responded to somebody, oh, I think Hugh had tweeted that he was going to be so excited when Mid came out, and you tweeted back and said something like, yeah, 2024 is going to be a crazy year, and I just could not contain my laughter.
Yes.
Hey, best friend, we should go get Cracker Barrel after this stream, except for I'm going to go to sleep, so I like the idea, but I'm going to go to
I'll let you get
sleep.
back to your writing.
All right, then.
Oh yeah, Cracker Barrel is closed. It's not 24 hours. Follow you on Twitter. Only L has a mom? Oh yeah, he's a mom. I have a mom.
Hey, Nancy.
Oh goodness.
There you are. We've been looking for you.
Yeah, you won't believe the lucky break we caught.
Lucky break? Hey, that was the result of good old-fashioned detective work.
It was the result of your insisting we stop for a cheeseburger.
Guys, what's going on?
Well, it turns out that a grandchild of Jake's engineer still lives around here.
What's more, he hangs out at the local diner. Comes in every day.
Apparently, he's pretty ancient.
So if we ever hang out, guys, like in real life, like if we ever meet, we should go to Olive Garden because that's been decided, but we should also go to Cracker Barrel and get breakfast. Yeah, Nancy is your fiance.
Did you talk to him?
Not yet. The thing is, the owner of the diner wouldn't agree to point the guy out unless one of us fills in for his short-order cook.
He's got to go home and wait for the cable guy or something.
And since Joe here barely knows how to boil water, guess who got the job?
Oh, Ashley, are you going to go to sleep? It's okay if you do, because normally I'm going to sleep about this time too, but otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out. If this is good night, I hope you have a good rest of the night.
Way to go, Frank.
Oh, and get this. Balducci convinced Lori that Jake's mine is somewhere right here in Copper Gorge, so he, Lori, and John Gray are hiking up the mountain out there even as we speak.
Like that bumblebrain's gonna find anything.
Sounds like now might be a good time to do some serious poking around on the train.
Good thought.
Hey, I better get going. Wish me luck.
I'll go with you. You can make me a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Got that autograph?
Got something better, an autographed picture.
Hot dang! She spelled my name right and everything. Go ahead, little missy. Have a go at that trunk. Whatever's inside, it's all yours.
This indentation looks familiar.
But I don't know the combo. Going to Olive Garden with me and RJ. That's fine. You are invited. Oxel's invited too, though, so don't uninvite her because you are feeling salty. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't open that. Let me go to the crypt.
Here we go.
Welcome back.
Great talking to you.
That was
I'll
weird.
bet it was.
You know I married up. We're going to Maine together, though? Who? Oxel and CJ? Yeah, that's... Congratulations, G. It's gonna be a beautiful wedding. Let's go here, because we haven't yet.
Yes,
You startled me. Do you work here?
I do. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, Camille Hurley. She died back in the 1800s.
Ah, Camille. Beautiful crypt, wonderful views, good dreams. Whoever buried her must have loved her very much.
May I go inside it?
You may, but unfortunately you can't.
Why not?
I accidentally dropped the key down the grate that's in front of the crypt. If you can retrieve it, you can keep it. I'm having another one made. But if you do go into the crypt, just remember, you won't be alone.
Okay.
Well, there's the key.
We already have something for this.
I just need to find something that key will stick to.
Good old Taffy.
Gotcha.
What is money? Oh, I skipped something. Shiny. I was afraid that it froze for a second.
This
Copper?
indentation looks familiar.
Oh, crud. Which one is copper?
PB.
I think that's lead.
CU.
CU is copper. So we'll do that. I actually have the combination already written. So copper is green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Yes. So how many of the gems do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just missing the amethyst, I think.
In the letter he wrote to his niece, Jake said she should go to Camille's grave and let Camille's goodness rub off on her. Rub as in rubbing, maybe? If I am supposed to make rubbings of these pillars, I'll need a pencil, which I already have, and some nice thin paper.
If Nancy never mentioned about this, I would never know to do rubbings
There's a
on
hidden
this.
message here. I'll never find it at this rate.
Yeah, I would love to go to PAX or E3 or like the Pokemon World Championships or any of those like cool conventions. Okay, I'm going to hop back on the train for a minute. Okay. All the snooping now. Not you. Who's gonna be there? That's cool. Oh yes, he's gone. Okay, let's play. G, G, E, A. Okay. C, D, E, F, G. Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's midnight. Woo!
A spyglass. I'll bet it's the one I need for Jake's projector.
I don't know which key is which. What are you talking about? CJ also plays piano. That's like his job, actually, in real life. Take some of this.
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
CJ is a piano. Obviously, G is the best key. Oh, so clever! You guys. Alright, I got all of the... I need some paper. Where can I find some paper in this joint? Maybe Charlena has some paper. C and J are the best. J, the key of J. Like, I go to an audition and there's like singing involved and they're like, what key would you like this played in? The key of J, please.
More questions?
Oh. There is on your piano.
You didn't
Okay.
go on Tino's expedition to Jake's mine?
Please. The man barely knows where his head is. If he's the one who finds that mine, I'll eat my laptop.
I should get going.
All right, then.
I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand. Where do I find paper? I don't remember. Alright, let's open this sucker.
I need to match that shape.
So, they said lead is the key. So, red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple. Lamp.
Well, here's Jake's lamp.
Let me just shove this in my pocket,
Another
obviously.
slug could come in handy. But where's his pickaxe?
Alright, let's finish up here.
Welcome back.
Have you by any chance ever come across a pickaxe that had the initials JH carved into it?
Wow.
Because it used to belong to Jake Hurley, and I really, really need it. I thought it would be in that old trunk, but it wasn't.
You got that trunk open? Wait till I tell Cousin Alvin.
He thinks he's so smart.
As for that pickaxe, so happens I got it upstairs in my kitchen. Use it to open the coconuts Aunt Lucy sends me every year from Hawaii.
Do you think I could have it?
Why, no, you can't have it. How would I open them coconuts?
Hey, I could have just gotten you Charlena's autograph, but instead I got you an autographed picture, which is way better. You owe me.
Oh, okay. I'll let you have the pickaxe. After you do something for me.
CJ, if life ever turns out to where that you accompany me in a singing audition, I will ask you to play in the key of J.
Like what?
I got a bunch of taffy over there what needs sorting. Just follow the directions that are posted by the machine. Them belts get moving pretty fast, so you gotta keep your wits about you. While you're doing that, I'll fetch that pickaxe.
You got a deal.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna save because I haven't in a while. We got a banana. We got a bad one. We got a mango. Oh my gosh, my mouse is acting stupid. We got a blueberry. We got another blueberry. That's a gross one. And a gross one. And a banana. Where's the banana? Oh, so many rejects. Strawberry. And an apple. And a mango. And a grape. I'm sure you guys really don't care that I'm announcing all of these.
I did it!
What? I thought you went to bed, Ashley. Why are you still awake,
Wax
Granny?
paper for the taffy. Would you mind if I took a
Just
piece
kidding,
of wax
'cause
Yes,
paper?
I could let you have a piece.
I make jokes because I'm usually the first person asleep in this group.
Got that taffy sorted?
No problem. That was easy.
You sneak any freebies while you were at it?
It was pretty tempting, but nope, I sure didn't.
Well, ain't you the goody two-shoes? Truth is, wouldn't have minded too much if you had, long as you fessed up to it. Here's the pickaxe. Cracked the handle pretty bad on the last batch of coconuts. You sure you want it?
Positive.
There you go. Don't hurt yourself.
I won't. Thank you.
Alright. Oh, dang it. That's not what I meant to do.
Oops. Sounds like somebody's taking a nap.
She fell asleep pretty dang quick. Oh, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, it's Frank. I'm in the kitchen of the diner playing short order cook.
Has that grandchild of Jake's engineer showed up yet?
Just came in with this lady who's even older than he is. And get this, He's a retired miner, so every time I finish an order and ring the pickup bell, he thinks it's the mine shaft elevator bell, and for some reason it makes him start telling his lady friend about his grandfather.
You mean you ring the bell and he starts talking about James Thurston?
Exactly. Of course, 5 seconds later, he's rambling on about something totally unrelated, but I just fill an order, ring the bell, and ding, he picks up right where he left off. That is, unless I fill the order wrong and the waitress chews me out. She's got a voice like a chainsaw. Very distracting.
Sounds like you better keep your ears open and your nose to the grindstone.
I am. Just wanted to keep you posted.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Volcano burger. Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard, bacon, cheese. Onions. Jalapenos. What else? Hot mustard, bacon, cheese. Hot mustard, bacon, cheese. Burgers.
So do you know what you want to order yet, Edna?
I'm still looking.
Did I tell you that my granddad was the engineer on a private train owned by one of the richest men that ever passed through Copper Gorge? Jake Hurley was his name. Yes, sir, my granddaddy was Jake's private engineer for more than 25 years. Told my daddy that men don't come any crazier than Jake Hurley, or any nicer. Treated my granddaddy real well, and told him stuff. Real important stuff. Stuff he made my granddaddy swear to never ever forget. Stuff that my granddaddy told my daddy, and that my daddy told me. Why don't you get the egg salad, Edna? Eggs are back to being good for you, you know. Seems like just last year all those scientific types were saying your arteries would clog up if you so much as looked at an egg. But nowadays, well, all of a sudden eggs are chock full of vitamins and proteins, and eating them's not only okay, it's what they recommend. They should either make up their minds or keep their mouths shut. Make eating more pleasant, that's for sure. Yes, sir, Jake Hurley told my granddaddy things he never told another living soul. Not even his wife. I tell you about her, Edna?
I don't think so.
Camille was her name. Camille Boulet. That's in French, you know. Of course, she died so young that poor Jake didn't have time to tell her anything. According to my granddaddy, one summer day she had a dizzy spell and fell and hit her head. She didn't take well to the heat, see? Sometimes in the summer, when they were going through the desert, why, that train would be just like an oven. Anyway, Granddad said she got right up afterwards and seemed okay. But a couple hours later, Jake found her in her room, dead as a doornail. Now there's another expression that kind of makes you wonder. Dead as a doornail. How can something be dead if it was never alive to begin with? Then why a doornail? Why not something else that begins with a D? Like dish rag or dust mop. Dead as a dust mop. That's kind of got a ring to it, don't you think?
I don't like mayo either, Axel.
The way my granddaddy died, that was kind of strange, too. I ever tell you how my granddaddy died?
No, I don't think you did.
My daddy, he came home from school one day to find a railroad official telling his mom that Granddad been found dead in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada. He was in the engine of Jake Hurley's train, just kind of slumped over with his hand still on the throttle. The strange thing is, nobody else was on board the train, yet the door to the engine was locked and barred. It was like Granddad was trying to keep someone out, like he was running from something. Like something finally scared him so bad his heart just stopped. Of course, he was in his 60s at the time, and back then that was old. Doesn't seem so old now, does it, Edna? Here I am, pushing 93, and still spry as a spring chicken. Spring chicken! Now where do you suppose that expression came from? Why not spring goose, or summer chicken? Ah, life's just one puzzlement after another, isn't it, Edna? I ever tell you about the mine my granddaddy said Jake Hurley found?
He found a mine?
A couple years before he died, Granddad told my daddy that Jake found a vein in the mountains somewhere and was mining it all by himself, so no one would steal it out from under him. He wouldn't even tell Granddad where the mine was. What he'd do is have Granddad drive the train real slow so he could jump off without Granddad seeing him. Then Granddad would pick him up at a prearranged spot a few days later. Oh, they didn't call him Crazy Jake Hurley for nothing. Speaking of crazy, you see how much Abner's charging for a haircut at that shop of his now? $20! But what's even crazier is people are actually paying him that. I told him the only way I'd pay him $20 would be if I came in with hair down to my knees. He just laughed and said I was a crazy one. $20 for a haircut? What is this world coming to?
Make this guy pickled herring burger.
But the craziest thing Jake Hurley ever did was tell Granddad the secret to finding his mine. He made him swear to tell it to my daddy and nobody else. Eventually, my daddy, he told me, and it was so bizarre that I remember it to this day, though I sure don't understand how it has helped anybody find his mine. But since my daddy didn't tell me not to tell anybody, this is what crazy Jake Hurley told Granddad, word for word. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare?
Frank, are you sure that's what he said?
I'm positive.
Do you think he could have been pulling your leg?
Look, this guy was old, okay? I mean, we're talking Jurassic. And guys that old don't joke around. They don't have time to. What you just heard is what I heard, word for word.
You guys can have a disagreement without fighting, without threatening fights. Come on, everybody just behave themselves. Be good, guys.
Got anything else?
I almost forgot. You gotta check this out.
It's just an old letter, Frank.
You bet it's an old letter. From Samuel Clemens.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get this?
I found it in the caboose.
Apparently he and Jake were pen pals.
Wish I had a famous writer for a pen pal.
When Joe gave it to me, I about flipped. I know I should turn it over to Lori, and I will, but it's just so darn cool.
I still don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's not like it's from Mark Twain or anything. What?
Oh, Joe. Come on, CJ. If you're gonna be threatening fights with everybody, you can't be my mod.
See you later.
If you need anything, just let us know.
Okay.
Can't check that. I'm done with that. Can't check that off. Still have to do that. Finish. Check.
Where can I get paper?
Finish that. Haven't done. Finish.
Oh, I already got wax paper. Duh.
Finish that.
Okay, let me go do that so that way we can try to wrap this all up.
Can't check that off yet. Finish that. Check. Haven't done that yet. Check. Finish that. I'm done.
You know what? Let me just go do that rubbing. Those whatever. The pillow rubbings. The emoji section is 2 out of 10. This piece of paper was not this big when we took it. People can have different opinions, CJ. And for us, if you don't have to be so aggressive with your distaste of Deadly Device. Be nice. Yeah, the paper did grow up. It became It grew from a baby paper to a full-size adult paper. Yeah, Holland works at an ER, and I could never, ever, ever do that job, guys. Never. Yeah, friendly truce. We can all be friends.
Charity, purity, eternity.
Okay. Are you April Kepner? Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Don't watch that. Sorry. I apologize if that makes you sad. No, it's fine. Like, you don't have to, like, be sorry. We just want everybody to have a good time. Sarcasm is good, but I don't want anybody to, like, actually start fighting. Salty ref. Okay, so, oh wait. I need to go to this book first. So we had wisdom, eternity, charity, and purity. So wisdom is an owl. I have that written. Eternity, crown. Charity, dove. Purity, harp. Okay, so the owl is 7. The crown is 6. The dove is 9. The harp is 3. I was not actually enraged. Engaged. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Come on, mouse. Okay. So it goes wisdom, charity, eternity, purity. Wisdom, charity, eternity, purity. So 7, 9, 6, 3.
More pipes. Why am I not surprised?
I don't like lead? Yes, I do. Alright. More pipes. The ice to your cube, the doctor to your pepper. Oh, please, Garrett, tell us some more jokes. We need more jokes up in here.
That should do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you are awesome. Tell us some more jokes. Whoa, I just ripped my own headphone out of my ear. Okay, oh, I need to go open the Eagle. Dr. Pepper is the best. What number should I have for Eagle? Eagle 2. That looks like little closed eyes, like somebody going, or something, like emoji eyes. What did you think, Oxel?
That eagle has something to do with
Your
the eagle
first
in that
Dr.
painting in the
Pepper?
dining
That's a momentous occasion. You have to tell me how it was. Okay, let's see. So I have to use 6 to make 2. So oh no, let me swap these. Oh. Yes. Got it. Dr. Pepper makes me cry.
For the first time.
Oh, tried Pop-Tarts? How did that go? Yeah, it's not as common in Australia from what I understand. Lachlan found like 2 flavors at some grocery store, but they're not as big as over here. But how did that go? How did he like those? Play fights, guys. But you can play fight all you want. Me and CJ play fight all the time because we disagree on practically everything in life.
And naturally, we have still more pipes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Oh dang, the blue ones move blue and red. Okay. We're halfway done. No, that can't work that way.
There, that looks right.
Except for pie. Oh yeah, we agree on pie. Yeah. And Fatima. We agree on pie and Fatima. Okay, so now I'm going to open this.
Sounds like steam from the engine is moving through those pipes now.
Alright, I'm going to talk to everybody one more time because we're almost at the end of the game.
Hey, how's it going?
See you in a bit.
You know where to find us.
It's 12:25, and I'm going to try to finish this by 1 a.m.
More questions?
I should get going.
That would be nice.
I don't think I ever found out who pulled the emergency brake. I think that's like an optional thing you can do in this game, and I don't think I did it. So my apologies. Hey, you are killing me!
What's up?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
I am an Avatar fan. Avatar The Last Airbender, that is, not Avatar the James Cameron movie.
Do you think Camille's residual psychic energy is what threw that emergency brake?
That's a good question. Applying force to an object by distorting its electromagnetic field requires such a highly organized concentration of energy that I'm inclined to doubt it.
So a person pulled that handle.
Ask me again at the end of this trip. Something tells me if we make it that far, and something also tells me that's a pretty big if, all will become clear.
I watched it once. It's a pretty great show.
I hear Tino took you and Lori for a little hike today.
Don't remind me. Turns out Tino had no idea where he was going. Good thing for him, my fingers were frozen stiff. Otherwise, I would have strangled him.
I won't keep you any longer.
Pleasure talking to you.
I can't stay mad at a fella detective. What do you need?
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the break? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
CJ likes pianos and classical music, and Nancy Drew.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
So how did your expedition to Jake's mine turn out?
Well, as you may or may not have heard, I didn't find the mine. But at least now I know where it isn't, which is just as good as knowing where it is. Sort of.
I don't like Harry Potter.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Not
Sorry.
the problem.
Sorry for everybody that I disappoint every time I say that. We do all like food because food's amazing. I said something good about FOTC. What is FOTC? What's FOTC?
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
That's right. Flight of the Conchords. I've heard them before.
I hear Tino took you and John on a trek to Jake's mine.
Jake's mine, my eye. We went tramping through the snow, lugging all this equipment John insisted on bringing, and where do we end up? At this teeny tiny, half-rotten, tumbled-down outhouse.
He led you to an outhouse?
Well, he said it was the opening to a mine shaft, but then John said if it was, shouldn't the hole be going into the mountain instead of just down? So they stood there arguing until Tino finally grabbed a shovel, went inside, and started digging. What he found was definitely not gold.
What did John say?
He called Tino a moron, and a whole lot of other things I'd rather not repeat.
Alright, guys, we're toward the end of the game. Good night, Ashley. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Girl.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's put these suckers in here. Okay, hang on. Let's go. Hang on. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. I think that's this one. Tino is a poop head. Best, yes. Okay. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Is that this one? Yeah. Which one was zircon? I think this one's zircon. Whoops. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Okay, amethyst and citrine. I've played this game before, I'm like a huge Nancy Drew fan, so if you're thinking this was blind, it was totally not a blind playthrough. Tourmaline by soft arm is ensnared peridot, so tourmaline and peridot. Tourmaline. Here we go. I do have a magic notebook. I take notes as I play games, so here's my notes for last stream. Hugh did it in 2 hours. Yeah, but Hugh also, like, mad clicks everything. He's like, click, 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 click.
Looks like I did something right.
Okay. Let's throw the lamp. Here.
Okay, looks like that goes there.
Give me that carbide. Give me that spyglass.
There. It should work now.
Okay, spin this? Nope, can't. Pickaxe.
Oh no. What I need is some duct tape.
So let's go get some. Yeah, we always need more fam
Hey,
streaming.
glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise. But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two, hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Would you by any chance have any duct tape?
Got some right there in my gearbox. That's the good news. The bad news is, I can't open the box. It's an antique lockbox that I found in this abandoned...
She got transported to the other side of the room.
You can open it with either the key, which I just discovered I forgot to bring with me, or the combination, which you're supposed to be able to figure out just by looking at the box. Fortunately, I didn't put anything critical in there. I've never tried to open it without the key, but if you want that duct tape, go ahead and give it a shot.
Thanks, I think I will.
If you get it open, the duct tape's all yours.
There's an image on each of those buttons. They tell a story, maybe? I bet the animals should start from the left shore.
Graham, my best friend for a day. CJ has a really great memory. Okay, click this. So he takes the cat first, drops the cat off. He comes back and he gets the wolf. Then he takes the wolf over and takes the cat back. Then he takes the peacock and leaves the cat, drops that off, gets the cat, bring them all over. Okay. Okay, let's go fix this and let's go get that map. Oh, but gee, we're almost at the end. Don't miss the end.
They're
Duct tape
good as
fixes
new.
everything.
Sorta. And we have liftoff.
Here we go. Yeah, CJ,
That's
yeah.
where Jake's mine is. Brimstone Canyon.
Don't you look all excited. What's up?
I think I know where Jake's mine is. Tell the engineer to head for a place in Nevada called Brimstone Canyon.
Way to go. I knew you could do it, Francie.
Not Francie, Nancy.
Here's the deal. When we get there, I'm going to make sure that you get to be the first one to check out the mine. I'll call everyone together in the dining car, and while we're in there, you slip off the train. Will 10 minutes be enough of a head start?
You don't have to give me a head start.
Think of it as your reward. Of course, anything you find in the mine is, well, mine. So if I find out that you've taken something without telling me, let's just say things could get ugly.
I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. The mine might be totally worthless, you know.
I know, but I have the feeling that thanks to you, we are about to discover something huge. Great job, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here we go.
Sounds like the train's leaving. Where's it going? Well, Frank and Joe will make sure it comes back for me.
This is so much like the ending, in my opinion, of Secret of Shadow Ranch. Another one of these puzzles. Oh my gosh. You freaking kidding me? That was so close. I don't know. I don't know for sure about cool.
Whoa!
So dangerous. Nancy just plays with cannons.
Oh, right. This is the entrance to Jake's mine. Whoa, what's going on here? Jake's color wheel seems to be pointing toward purple.
So let's
Wow,
go purple.
glowing lizards. Cool. But weird.
I'm gonna go the wrong way though.
I wonder what that's doing there.
Fishy. Yeah, Argo Plumfit. Your mom's a treasure. Your mom goes to college. I love Napoleon Dynamite, y'all. So much.
I can't get through here.
I always go the wrong way, because why not?
Jake must have made those symbols. The question is, why?
Yeah, we've got cactus, fireplace, snake, hanging rock, fish, and the bat.
Another symbol.
I have been writing down the symbols as we go. That probably was dumb, honestly. Okay, so I went blue. I just came from red. Everything nice. Is this where I was just at? Blue Talbot. I mean, if we're talking about anything nice, let's talk about Thanos, y'all. Thanos. My fave. Lou Talbot is the guy from White Wolf of Bicycle Creek that plays Fox and Geese with Bill Kessler, and he's an art student. We can make the most obscure indie reference. What's considered obscure? Where am I? Oh dang, I fell all the way down here. I'm writing these down, so it's 12:45. Let's finish this in 15 minutes. Let's go. You have played that game. Fox and Geese, remember? I did it for you because it was getting so frustrating.
Right. There's some kind of chamber on the other side of those poles. But
so the one that was by the cactus.
The ceiling will collapse.
One that was by the cactus.
Jake was too meticulous not to have left a clue somewhere as to how
we already found it.
Move them. I wonder if it has something to do with those symbols I saw before.
He labeled them. So the one that was by the cactus
was
this one.
Before. Okay, so far so good.
Then the fireplace one was this one. Yes, Holland's played more than half. Yes, I want to know a random fact about you, Garrett. The snake one was this. The one with the hanging rock was this. The fish cave was this. And I think this is the last
I should be able to get through there now.
Okay, here we go.
Jake Hurley, I presume? Camille. It figures he'd be carrying a picture of her. There's something underneath it. Looks like a letter. April 14th, 1865.
My dear friend Jake, believe me, Jake, my boy, I can think of nothing more pleasant than touring the West aboard your private train, but much as I would like to accept your invitation, the duties and responsibilities of my office forbid it. I cannot leave Washington until this terrible war is over and the states are united once more. I would scarcely leave my office at all.
Your humble friend, Abe.
These days, if it were not for Mary. Tonight, at her insistence, I will be accompanying her to the Ford Theater to see a comedy called Our American Cousin. Have you seen it? Mary assures me that I'll enjoy it, despite the fact that for some strange reason, I've never felt at ease when at the theater. Perhaps tonight will be different. Write to me soon. Your missives never fail to boost my spirits. Your humble friend, Abe.
Oh my gosh. This is from Abraham Lincoln. And April 14th is the day he was assassinated. This letter must be worth a fortune.
That's just what I thought, too. See, what I didn't tell you when I gave you that letter Jake wrote to Ruth is that I also found his diary, which is how I found out he'd gotten to be friends with President Lincoln, and that he'd gotten a letter from Abe that he knew would be so valuable someday that he always kept it on his person. Can I have it?
Sure.
See, I knew if we could just find Jake's body, we'd find the letter. And you did it, Amy. You did it. I'm going to be famous. Good famous for once.
So you never really cared about finding Jake's mine?
Nah. I mean, it would have been nice if it was filled with gold and silver and stuff, but this is what I was really after.
And you followed me because you didn't trust me?
I trusted you to find it. I just didn't trust you to give it to me. And now that you have... You know, I'd really, really be famous if I could say I found this all by myself. But even if I got you to lie for me, how do I know you'd keep lying?
You don't.
Oh my gosh. What if there was like this cave-in and we were trapped, but I was the only one who made it out?
That would suck.
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh! That way I could not only say that I found the letter, but that I tried to save you. Only you did something stupid, and it was all I could do to save myself. Oh my gosh! I'd make the national news for sure, and people would say I was smart and resourceful and courageous even.
Lori, you can't be serious. That's crazy.
You don't understand. People are finally going to respect me. I have to do this. Sorry.
You suck.
Tori!
The opening's blocked. I'm trapped. Now how am I going to get out of here?
We're going to be smart and courageous and
Maybe
resourceful.
I can get out of here in this.
Alright, here we go. Don't want to get any deaths, because I'm trying to finish this sucker up. To the right, to the right, to the right. I'm not reading your comments because I'm saving Nancy's life. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. I love this song. Oh no, I didn't click fast enough. No, no. I died. Okay. Trying again. There we go. Whew, that was the one I died on last time. We're going too fast, I can't see anything. Oh gosh. Alright, now let me catch up.
Lori, are you alright?
Nancy! Is everything okay?
It is now.
As soon as we discovered you and Lori weren't on the train, we jumped off and hightailed it back here.
What the heck's going on?
I'm sure Lori will be glad to tell you all about it.
Darn you, Natalie!
It's Nancy. Dear Hannah, some hostess Lori Gerard turned out to be. When her father heard that she'd tried to seal me up in that mine, he canceled all her credit cards and said that from now on, Lori'll have to support herself. She has yet to stop crying. Tino Balducci told reporters that he knew what Lori was up to all along, and said he let Frank, Joe, and me solve the case so we amateurs could enjoy his limelight. Joe was just about to belt him when a big argument broke out between John Gray and Charlena over whether John had really recorded Camille's ghost. She started calling him a crackpot. And then he started calling her a hack. Then, well, let's just say that soon the press was no longer interested in what Tino had to say. As for Jake Hurley, it turns out that his letter from Abe Lincoln is worth a small fortune. Pretty ironic, huh? Jake spent his whole life searching for gold, when all along he possessed something far more valuable. His uncanny knack for making friends. Love, Nancy.
Alright, let's see what we got. Sassy Detective got the title of Happy Wanderer for going everywhere there was to go and seeing everything there was to see.
Have you ever been to Paris, France? Well, préparez-vous, because that's where my next mystery adventure takes place. I'm going to be the assistant to Minette, a famous fashion designer. I'll be working undercover to find out why she's been acting so peculiar lately, throwing tantrums, firing people. She's even started wearing a mask for no apparent reason. Her studio is in this spooky-looking centuries-old moulin. That's French for windmill. Of course, that doesn't have anything to do with her strange behavior. Or does it? Only one way to find out. Help me solve my next case. Danger by design. À la prochaine.
À la prochaine. Alright guys, thank you guys so much. This was so fun. I'm glad we were able to finish it just a few minutes shy of 1 a.m. So I hope everybody has a good night. Get some sleep. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I think the plan is me and Holland. Holland's going to be over, so we're probably going to stream Danger by Design because she's never played that one. So it'll be blind for her. We probably won't get through the whole thing in one day, but we'll get started on it at least. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the night, and a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you back again very soon. Bye, guys.